Hi and welcome to my September review. For you Scorpios, it's going to be quite a frustrating month and you need to be very, very patient because on the 10th we have Mercury going retrograde, but before that Mercury is active making a few aspects, but he's in your 12th house. So there still is a feeling like he's retrograde. So the whole month is going to feel like you've planted some seeds and you're very excited to see them grow, but then nothing is happening, there's nothing appearing on the surface of the soil and you're not knowing what's going on underneath. So this is what it's going to feel like for the next month. But it's also time when you can do a lot of planning, a lot of work behind the scenes. But what you've got to remember is it's no good betting on the same horses. You need to be looking at different things, new things that you can be doing. You need to make a lot of changes because you won't be able to carry on doing the same old things in the same old manner. So two aspects, one on the 2nd from Mercury. This is to Jupiter. Now Jupiter's also retrograde, so there's not going to be a lot happen on this one, but you can start looking at your routines because Jupiter's in that 6th house and start planning how you can make some changes to your routines to make life a lot easier for yourself. And also with Mercury in that 12th house, there's going to be a need to bring the spiritual side into your daily life and your daily routines. Maybe this is something you can work on over the next month. And the other aspect is to Mars. So this is one where you will be able to voice yourself, but you won't be able to do it forcibly because with Mercury retrograde you'll be more passive and you'll be more likely to withdraw. So really it's not a good time to get into conflict with anyone. It's time to just think about things carefully. On the 6th we have the Sun making an aspect to the Moon's North Node. Now the North Node is in the 7th house of others, so this is a time when you may get a message, you may come in contact with someone new, someone's going to tell you something, someone's going to interact with you in such a way that you will benefit from this. It could be someone you already know, giving you some advice, or it could be someone completely different. And with the Sun in the 11th house, it's time to start setting some new goals and aims for the future. Now, the other aspect on the 9th is from the Sun to the Black Moon Lilith. Now, Black Moon is in the 9th house. This is the house of adventure and excitement. So this is something you could be planning in the future, some perhaps romantic trip away. But also it's time to look at your beliefs because the Black Moon represents the shadow side. So there could be beliefs that are buried deep down beneath the shadow side that you need to examine now and see if they are in keeping with how you want to be going forward. On the 10th we have our full moon, which is in Pisces, your fellow water sign. So this is always a positive one for you. Now the full moon is going to be a very sensitive full moon, being in a water sign. It's also going to be quite emotional, but also there's going to be a creative element. This is a magical full moon for you because it's in the 5th house creativity. There's no better time to tap into that creative side and start something that will give you some reward. Now Uranus makes an aspect to this new moon, so you'll discover things about yourself during this period. You'll discover things that will maybe change the way you think or maybe change the way you do things. This is quite an exciting time. On the 16th we have an opposition between the Sun and Neptune. This is across the 11th and the 5th house. So there are issues coming up here about closeness and freedom, and there are also issues regarding other people and connections with other people. And it may be there's some confusion or some misunderstandings on this day between friends and colleagues, and things may not be apparent. Now avoid confrontation because Mars is in aspect to Venus on this day as well. And you don't want to bring upsets within relationships, so keep things nice and smooth. And then we have an added aspect between Mars and Chiron, so this is always a good time to iron out any difficulties within relationships. It's also a good time to resolve any bad habits that you have and to use this energy to as a springboard to push yourself forward with this positive Mars energy. On the 18th there's a very passionate day because the Sun makes a positive aspect to Pluto, your ruler. and Pluto's in that third house, so your mind will be activated. And it's a good time to examine things and see where you need to make transformations and changes going forward. It may not be the time to act right now, but it's certainly a time to make decisions and to agree on what you need to change. We also have aspect between Venus and the Black Moon Lilith. This is a very exciting one. This can bring excitement within relationships. This is again passionate, and there's a real desire for romance and some real excitement. Then on the 19th we have these two making an aspect with Uranus. So again, there's a spark in the air, there's a glint in your eye, and there's a need for trying different things and a bit of excitement in your life. At the start of my review I mentioned the fact that Mercury is in that 12th house and that he was going retrograde. But we also have a new moon, and that's also in your 12th house. Now this is in Libra, so we need to get balance now. We need to get balance within your life. This is crucial. And we also need to take time out, recharge your batteries. This is, as I said, a month of preparation ready for next month. And the new moon will be in your first house next month. And there'll be a lot of action and a lot of things taking place. So yes, take it easy, try and incorporate the spiritual side into your life, meditate, anything that's along those lines will help to relax you. And you really need to recharge and relax and chill out, ready for the big action that's going to take place next month with that new moon eclipse. On the 26th, there's a little burst of Mars energy, which lasts for 5 days, with positive aspect of Saturn, who's in the 4th house of the home. So maybe that you need to put some energy into sorting things out at home, but don't expect great things to happen because Saturn is retrograde and there may be some limitations put upon you there. The other aspect is an opposition from the Sun to Jupiter, but again the Sun has now moved into the 12th house, so it's not going to be one of those aspects where you're going to have fantastic opportunities appear, and just be aware there's a tendency to overindulge with this aspect, so just take things easy. And then the final aspect on the 26th is between Venus and Mercury. There's a conjunction here, and remember Mercury is still retrograde, so it may be difficult to express your needs and desires. We finished the month with Mercury making an opposition to Neptune on the 30th. Again, both these planets are retrograde, so you can't expect big things, but they both have this connection with the imaginative, creative mind. So this is a great time to do anything creative with the mind, where like writing or music, and it's also a good time to do meditation and spiritual pursuits, and you'll find all these very worthwhile. It's not a day for doing lots of paperwork or signing things. Leave that till Mercury goes direct. And now with the end of the month we have October to look forward to, and we have, as I said earlier, 3 planets going direct and that eclipse in your sign, so a lot to look forward to next month.